Morning, guys. We are out in rural, western Kansas this morning. Pretty damn rural. More rural than I usually am. And I come from, middle of nowhere. But we're headed out to get 2 tractors and an implement and a garden tractor today. Only going to take 1 tractor home today, the implement and the garden tractor, and then I'll have to come back for the other tractor because it's too big to haul 2 tractors together on my trailer. But these tractors, I think I was told, have been sitting for at least 13 years, probably more. My understanding is old boy drove them in the shed, then passed away soon thereafter, and that was pretty much it. And then the guy that I'm buying these tractors from bought the acreage there where all this machinery is, and was wanting to sell it. The reason I'm here, though, is the guy that I'm buying this stuff from works for a good friend of mine locally who you've seen. I've worked on a few of his tractors, that 1066 on duals, and a few. He has one of my 4020 standards I used to have with an Derby, a turbo on it. He's the one that got me in touch with this guy. But the tractors and the guy they're coming from, he's sort of kind of famous on TikTok for yelling at cows. We'll just leave it there, and we'll let you think about it. If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about in the world. We'll see him here in a minute, and we're gonna get to work and start getting things loaded. I think I'll try to attempt to start the 1 tractor today. I don't know if it will. And then the other one I'm gonna get batteries for, and we'll come back for it later. But we'll talk more when we get there. I guess we're gonna get right to work. This is a Triflex 3.5 or 3.6 undercutter sweep. These are made in Waukene, and that's kind of why I want it. It's nothing too special, but I've always wanted one to play with. But we're gonna flip the wings up here at the skid steer and then set it on the front of the trailer, hopefully. Maybe. We're gonna tip those. Maybe. We're gonna go grab some different forks. He wants heavier duty ones. No big deal. But this is a Triflex sweep. I think it's a 3.5. Looking at it, I don't believe it's a 3.6. But just an old sweep plow or undercutter. Looks like it might have been used to put on fertilizer anhydrous or pull a pickup around at some point in time. Got some extra weights to keep her in the ground. That's nothing new. But kind of a cute little son of a bitch. Look good behind an old, case 930 or 806 or something like that. Kind of typical regional equipment for sure. Made in Waukene. The Triflex, and then Noble cultivators. So maybe just Triflex frame and Noble blades, I would assume. Maybe no harrows on it or anything like that, but kind of cool. Didn't buy any of the other small machinery because you don't really need it, to be honest. So, but then you got your rod weeder, pretty normal Western Kansas stuff. Little John Deere disc, again nothing special. Graham home, chisel, which I have a bunch of around home, and then some drills. And he's got some other stuff here, but this is just the first piece out today. And if you the guy in the skid steer, he's a character. You might recognize him. We're going to talk to him more here in a minute, but we're going to work here, get this guy loaded, get the other small garden tractor loaded, and then I'm going to work on a tractor and let him do his thing because he's a busy guy. Not trying to slow him down any. But we're going to have to talk to him here at some point. But let's get this thing folded up and we'll set it on the front of the trailer, hopefully. Well, one side's up. We're gonna come back and try this side again. See if we can get this
heavier duty forks. I think I'll grab a chain here in a second. I'm not sure what those drags are behind that. That is interesting. But I'm gonna grab a chain and chain those sides together. Hopefully I don't make him too nervous. That should be plenty of skid steer for this kid. See how it rolls around now. Should be interesting to see how this thing is balanced. Okay then. Trying to figure out what the little drag things are for behind the blades. They're mildly interesting. Never seen that before. Come to this way just a little. I'm gonna have to flip up those stupid little fingers. Just stop there for a second. Weeble wobbly. Well, I dropped my trailer. Triflex is chained down. No big deal. So we're gonna work on what's in this shed now. I bought two of the tractors in here, and one other thing in this shed. Tractors. I've kind of said I had these coming in, but hadn't, you know, gotten too wild yet. First things first. This, and the glare is wrong this morning, is a Case 800 Western Special propane. They made Western Special has a few more options to make it more comfortable than like a normal standard, from my understanding. But they made these for 2 years, Case 800s in general, and the Western Specials, they made 475 in gas or propane. So this is a pretty low production tractor, I would say. Doesn't mean it's that desirable necessarily, because Case stuff is, well, Case stuff. It doesn't usually sell that great. But kind of a cute, cool little tractor. Big, nice round orange fenders. 18430 rear rubber. A little 4-cylinder gas motor in it. It's a Case 812B. That's what it says there. So, but yeah, to my knowledge, it's been sitting in here, and to the guy we're buying this stuff from, at least 12, 13 years. So, yeah, it's been parked a bit, I would say. But still a really good appearing tractor. Doesn't look a beat. Just dirty. Something that's going to clean up really good. Back tires look good. Don't see any signs of fluid in the rear tires, which is excellent, because, you know, Western Kansas usually weighted heavy. And this is a Case-O-Matic transmission, which is a torque converter style transmission, which if I get this running, I will explain further. They are interesting to drive, to say the least. But you can shove them in any gear you want and just step on a pedal and go, basically. But we're going to try to make this one run today since it's first in the shed. But the second tractor we bought is this one, and you've seen it in the background. Case 930 Comfort King. No PTO, no 3-point. It's just built to pull. Is literally all it is supposed to do. But it is an earlier Comfort King standard. It is a 6-speed transmission, not the 8 like that other one we came in with out of North Platte, Nebraska a while back. But another really, really good appearing, believed to be original paint tractor, much like the little 800. 18434s on the back, 1016s on the front. You know, just a really, you know, pretty nice, well-kept, shed-ish kept tractor. Cool AM radio over there. It's your Comfort King seat. Really good-looking old case, I would say. You got front tire that's off the bead. I'll have to mess with that whenever we go to try to move this one. But yeah, serial number on this guy is right there. It's just a 930 standard, not Western Special or anything cool like that. Reads 5,000 hours. Could be original. 6-speed, foot throttle, 2 remotes, brakes. No PTO on this guy, but just a cool rig for sure. And we're gonna try to make this one run when we come back, hopefully. Thankfully they got that front tire walked up, so it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe to get it back on the bead, get some starting fluid out and go woof. Maybe. Little 800 I think has a PTO in it, which is good. Yeah, it's got a PTO, so that's mildly helpful. So got some tools and crap in the toolbox there. 930. Oh, it's got adapters from Case to John Deere. God, that's worthless. Battery box covers there. This one's going to clean up really good, I think, in my opinion. It's your canopy on top. We did buy one more thing in this shed, and you guys are probably going to hate me for this. Just preface with that. It's a 403 International Combine. You know, not, in my opinion, worth much over scrap just because, well, nobody wants these old combines. I don't know anybody wanting to save this guy. I've seen them for sale before for like $500-600. They don't really move. And where we're at in the middle of western Kansas, nobody really wants them. But 403 Excel cab on it, bi-cool on top. You know, it's a good appearing combine, don't get me wrong. Probably mostly shed kept, dings and dents, whatnot. Flat tires, I think that's a 16 or 14 foot head. Yep, there's your Excel cab. It's just not worth much, unfortunately. But, I don't know. If you know somebody that wants this, let me know, or you do want this, get in touch with me. Because the guy and I, we could make a deal on the whole thing. But truthfully, I'm just buying the motor out of this and the rear straw walker hood. Because it's not worth anything, unfortunately. It's just worth its weight in scrap. I know. Hate me for it. I love old combines, but I don't need to take this home and deal with it at all. I don't know anybody looking for these things. But the motor that's in it is what we are harvesting out of it. We're going to harvest the rear portion of this and basically anything on it that says International. And anything I can take off of it, pretty much is what I was told I could have. But the motor is a 263 International motor, which is the same as like a 656 or 706 or 806 gas or any of that stuff. So we're going to rob the motor out of this because I actually need a good 263 and the motor is loose. So that's what we're going to steal off this girl. Cute little IH muffler. on that. Well, you know, we're gonna take anything good here. Air cleaner setup. I'll probably just take the whole engine skid loose if I can and take it all with me. But just not a lot here on this combine that's worth anything, unless you get in touch with me when you see this video and you want the combine. Let me know. But other than that, the combine it's not coming home with me. I don't want to have to haul it because I'm not going to take the head off of it. It's too wide really for my trailers. So I don't know, but we're going to start in working on that guy. I didn't buy a Minneapolis mowing, don't really care. We're going to start in working on that guy. Maybe mess with this a little bit if I get a chance. Probably rob batteries out of it for sure to get new ones. But we're going to work on the 800. It's got some fuel left in it. We're going to clean the points, put a battery in it, see if we got spark, turn on the vapor. If it fires, and put it up on the trailer. And then I have one other little thing to load today. But we're not dealing with the combine today, and we're not dealing with that guy today. All I came for was 800, the Triflex sweep, and one other thing. Excuse the glare. The light coming in here. Just can't do much about it this morning. It's only like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So maybe the lighting will get better as we go on. Throw a battery in there. I know the motor is loose. We have plenty of oil. We have propane in the tank too, actually, but I'm not worried about firing it up yet. Just want to make sure the starter wants to spin. Then we'll clean points and hopefully get fire there. But first things first, just gonna make sure she cranks. Okay, we have that. So it does turn over. Not very fast, which maybe my battery's dying. I don't know. I can always hook jumper cables up off my pickup. But I'm gonna pull, might need a spark plug boot. Pull the cap and rotor. Already smells like propane in here. Wow, interesting. Pull the cap and rotor off. And check for spark once I grab a screwdriver. So we will turn the switch on and don't have spark across the points, but I do have power here. So need to sand those points there. I don't think I got spark. Nope, no spark there, but I do have power to the points. So I'm gonna get out some emery cloth, clean those suckers off, and see if we can get fire through them. And then we will turn on the fuel, because that's pretty much all that's left on a propane tractor that I know. I know nothing about propane. I had to ask questions from a buddy to how to even start this thing, because I don't have any experience. Just not something I've ever been into, and I've always avoided. But yeah, today we're gonna try. Okay, points have been sanded. We'll see if we got spark. I think we need maybe adjust our points gap, because it's barely opening up there. Let's try. Not getting. Not getting any spark through the points here, which is problematic. I'm gonna adjust that points gap just a little wider, I think. Okay, hopefully you can see. So, we will put cap and rotor back on, or the dust cover and rotor back on, and then the cap. We'll shut that off so I don't get sparked. Now we've got spark now. We got propane in the tank. We're gonna go turn the vapor valve on. Thank you, Jarrett, for answering my propane questions, because I know nothing. We got 4 spark plug wires hooked up there. Heads have been off this before. Interesting. Go turn vapor on and say a prayer, and maybe it'll start. I honestly don't know. I don't know anything about. Let's check for antifreeze. You should probably air up. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of antifreeze. We won't run it for very long. Turn vapor on. Sure. He's on the move. Yeah. I don't know what that does. But yeah, we're in neutral. Whoa. It actually popped there for a second. We're really close here. Hey Kyle, it wants to fire.
I hear that.
Isn't that mildly unbelievable to you?
Especially considering it's probably been parked in here for 20 to 30 years.
Yeah. I got spark. I mean,
Smells great.
I mean, it smells like propane. This is, you guys probably know this guy if you've ever been on TikTok. Maybe.
It's the Unhinged Ranchers.
Yeah. So just random by chance, one of my friends referred me to him because he had Case tractors for sale. And that's why we're here. Kind of random deal. If you haven't heard of him on TikTok, and you're now on YouTube doing some stuff too, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not very good at staying on top of things.
Yeah,
so.
I understand. Yeah. But yeah, this is what we're messing with today. It actually wants to start. I know about this much about propane tractors. I had to ask for questions ahead of time. But I had to text a buddy. It's like, what the hell do I do?
You know more than I do.
I know diesel and carburetors. I don't know this crap. But it might actually start today. I'm a little...
I heard it trying to pop off.
Yeah. Does this have like a... Yeah, it does have a choke. I think I got the choke like stuck on over here.
Good thing you have propane.
Yeah, I mean, it says 25%. So we're going to mess with the choke here because I might have flooded it. I don't know. I don't know how propane works. And then we'll try to start it again. Okay, well, I messed with the choke. It might free up. I don't know. I still don't know anything. I think, is this on the throttle? Yeah, that's the throttle. Case-o-matic shit, because you got like a pedal for go, or torque converter, lock up or not. Case-o-matics are weird. It just adds to the complexity of this whole deal. Okay, choke on all the way, maybe? I have no idea. Now it doesn't want to work. Maybe I lost spark. There's always starting fluid. Yep. Let me check and see if I still have spark over here. I don't know. This is all odd to me. It smells a lot like propane, so something's working.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate the smell of propane.
I haven't taken home that we had a leak, so I've been dealing with that.
Yeah, you're gonna need that before too long. Not. Oh, fuck you. Here, we'll do this. Yep, still have spark. So put that stuff back on and try not to get shocked doing it. Oh yeah, let's get the firing order all fucked.
That's a real good.
Oh. Yeah, you sell your Mini yet?
No. I told the guy the other day, I was like, $500 to save the Mini and the generator.
Yeah. Jeez. That's sad. Yeah, the Mini's for sale too if you look on Marketplace in Western Kansas. Let's just go with that.
Because I believe after these get out of here, it's also going to get drug outside.
Why wouldn't it?
Nature will wash it off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, honestly, I
Really
think these
out.
are going to clean up awesome. They're just dusty.
Yeah.
Like, you look at that 930 and it kind of got rained on. It's really clean.
It's half cleaner than it was last time you were here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it kind of rained last night, didn't it?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. I hear propane doing something in there. I don't know if that's concerning.
This old man had an affinity for grease guts, because I think I have literally found 300 grease guts.
Yeah, some guys really like to keep things lubed. Other people just never grease ever.
He might not have greased anything. He might have just liked it. I don't know.
That is true. We're going to do this the wrong way. And give her some extra life. Oh, it's that good CarQuest 20%.
Good for seat tires.
That's what we're going to have to do that on that 930. What the hell? You wanted to run. Now you do not want to run. Okay. It runs, so yeah. Yeah. That's a healthy old. That's gonna make loading so much easier as long as it moves. But yeah, that's a running Case-O-Matic 800. Wow. Okay. Does it pack or anything like that work? I have oil pressure, like 30 plus pounds. I'm not charging. I don't think the tachometer works. Man. And how do you shut it off? I'm gonna guess something's hot wired here somewhere. Okay, it doesn't shut off. Maybe. Okay, well, just pull the coil wire. Now leave that on. Let's not confuse it. Okay, that was unexpected.
Isn't even apparently leaking anything.
No, it's probably already leaked out, but there's not any giant puddles under it, so I guess I'm gonna roll out some air compressor hose,
Air it up, take it for a
air
drive.
some tires, and take it out and get it on the trailer before something happens.
Before it never starts again.
Before, yeah, I know. It's like, do I shut this off? I don't know. I looked in the radiator and couldn't see much coolant, but yeah,
It looked wet in there at least.
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna air up tires now. That's surprising. Okay, well, here we go. Maybe some throttle? Too much fuel? Is that a thing? I don't know. Propane. Oh, duh. The freaking coil's not on. How is it arcing? How? Magic. I didn't put the coil on. The typical mistake. After I unhooked it, didn't put it back on. But it starts up now. This is the dump valve because it's hydraulic, and then yeah, and throttle is foot throttle, or you got a hand throttle there, and that there should be torque converter, yeah, lock and unlock, and we'll show this more when we get home probably. But hell, it's holding like 40 pounds of oil pressure. Let's try. I'm not trying to get too wild here. First gear, let's do second. Does this thing have power steering? These are run pretty good. Second gear there. Found it. High gear, I think. I have no idea what gear. Yeah, case. Alright, we're gonna park this and walk around it now. It is running so good. Gosh, that's a cool little tractor. Running for the first time in at least like 13 years, like Kyle said. Maybe more. But it is alive, and that is awesome. Cool stance with the big back tires and little front. I mean, it really sits up big on the back end. So that's a really, really cool old case. And it runs. It really didn't start that hard. That is a big win. We gotta put it on the trailer now. But yeah, motor's really nice and quiet here. Still not entirely sure if it has any coolant. Muffler's routed out. But it's sitting here running pretty good. 20% on the fuel gauge, maybe. I should probably get it on the trailer before it dies. Let's just do that. We made it on the trailer. Nice. Hopefully there's enough room. There should be enough room to set garden tractor right over there. Let's get it strapped on and we will go home. But that runs, we have to come back for the 930 sometime. And hopefully it goes as well as this did, because that went awesome. But I'm really tickled this one. It's a really cool, really quite happy actually. So yeah. Need to find Kyle. He disappeared. Have him help me load. This is the last piece of today's puzzle. Little John Deere 110 round fender. Not entirely sure sure somebody's gonna tell me we're moving this thing wrong. Don't really care. As long as it gets on the trailer. I'll throw a strap over it. It's really gonna mess up changing out in that tractor though. Let's think about doing that here. Good stuff. We'll get that strapped down and hopefully get out of here before too long. Well guys, I think that's it. We got that little 110 on, everything on the trailer's chained down. Untucked Kyle out of a case. Oil bucket for decoration. Probably time to go home now. Go work on a combine and keep picking corn and maybe start cutting milo here sometime soon. Getting there, but yeah, pretty good deal. Really glad that 800 started, made that a lot easier. Kind of a rare little tractor, one of 475 case 800 Western Special in gas or LP, so pretty cool piece. You got the 110 there, we're cracking the fiberglass, but still a pretty good piece. It'll sell. A little Triflex 2516 sweep, and yeah, we're gonna get on the road and get the hell home and get back to work. But thanks for tuning in, guys. That was a pretty fun one to get running. Really don't know much about propane. Glad it just decided to start. But you guys have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm at Team IH on all the social medias, and my website is territorialtrading.com. You guys have a good one. Go drag something out of the weeds and get it running.